Switching gears to California, where Governor Gavin Newsom and his wife are under federal investigation while the DOJ hasn't commented on the probe. Our next guest has been digging into Newsom's finances for 6 years. Joining us now, Jennifer Van Laar, managing editor at Red State. Great to see you, Jen. So please help us break down these expenses and where you think the extra money the Newsoms have is coming from.
Sure thing. It's a little bit complicated, so I'll try to just give the thumbnail and we can go from there. So back in 2024, the Newsoms purchased a $9.1 million mansion in Marin County through an LLC that Jennifer Newsom had just created. There was no mortgage on this home when it was purchased, that at least that's been recorded. And about 3 months later, the LLC, which is consisting of Jennifer Newsom and her parents, took out a $6.5 million mortgage on the property at 6.75% interest, which is a healthy $43,000 a month mortgage payment before you even have property taxes, anything like that. People say, well, he's well off. Well, he's not really by rich people standards. He has an average of about $1.4 million a year income for the 11 years that we have his tax returns for. And he pays about $400,000 in taxes. The mortgage payments just on this home are over $500,000 a year. Then they have their home in Sacramento. Then they have $200,000 a year in household employee expenses. Then they have private school. Then you have 4 kids. And you have California utilities, which we all know are insanely expensive. So we're looking at close to $2 million a year in expenses before even putting in all of the other additional things. And, when you're having 1.4 million as your average income, it just begs the question, where's this coming from?
Well, I hope if they're that rich, they're paying their fair share, like the demand of all the other rich people. But you've been investigating Gavin Newsom's finances in depth for 6 years. Gavin Newsom has repeatedly said that this is just politics, that the Department of Justice, under Trump specifically, is targeting him. What do you have to say about that claim?
I think there are so many possible things that he can be investigated for that's just a laughable claim. We know about his chief of staff, Dana Williamson. That was just, she just pled guilty to wire fraud, tax fraud, and to making false statements to federal agents. And we know that that investigation happened when she was in his office, and they would have been monitoring his communications with her while all kinds of deals were being made, all kinds of NDAs being signed. So there's a wealth of information. And just with the tax things that I've put out there, that is enough for them to want to look further.
So speaking of the taxes, a spokesperson for Newsom has said that his office is preparing tax returns going back to 2021, 5 years ago, for additional transparency. So are you expecting to see those tax returns? And if you do, what do you think they may reveal?
I mean, eventually, he said he was going to release them every year when he was elected, and then he stopped after the 2020 tax year. And even with those, he should have had listed the LLC that purchased his Sacramento mansion, and that was never mentioned in any of the tax returns. So I'm not sure what needs to be done with them for him to produce them. Anyone else could just go get them off their computer and maybe redact out your personal information and post them. I don't know what it takes to get them ready for to be released.
So there, Gavin Newsom and his defenders have said, it's fine to go after the governor, but leave the first partner, as they call her, alone. Why is it that she also deserves scrutiny?
Well, she has the California Partners Project, which is a project of the state. Her nonprofit, the Representation Project, receives dollars from schools in the state who license it to show in their classrooms. So if she's getting state money and if she has an office of the first partner, then she's fair game.
There's been some investigation and questions about where some of that money has gone. Of course, the administration is very focused on fraud in NGOs specifically, and these industrial complexes that we've been seeing built in Democratic cities, in particular, with money basically just being funneled through all these Democratic left-wing organizations without a lot of results. Do you think that there will be more of that, especially as Gavin Newsom decides that he's going to run for president in 2028?
Well, he's definitely going to try to use that funding mechanism. That's really the only way that they can get things done on the left. But I think that the president is doing a great job, and through J.D. Vance and all the rest of the people in the administration, at really cutting back on that and really putting a spotlight on what these dollars are used for in these nonprofits. So I don't think he'll be really successful with that.
So based on your reporting, what's next? What are you working on specifically on this story that we can look forward to?
Looking forward to seeing those tax returns and going through them with experts and trying to really spotlight where his money is coming from.